Hello and welcome back to awtoolbox.com. My name's Glenn Keller, and what we're going to be doing in this video is just kind of wrapping up that page layouts and navigation section by exploring how to interact with tiles. So we had in the first or second video come in and taken a look at how tiles can be used to navigate us around the system and get us to our essential inbox and explorer locations. We looked at creating a new part and how a tile could be automated to go to a new page, open up a panel, and filter that panel, and really saw the power behind these. There are also tiles that will allow you to open up websites, external links, and things like that. So tiles provide a lot of interaction, and depending on who you are in the system, as we had mentioned, you may see more or less of these tiles. So if I'm in a different workspace or I'm a different group and role, then I may see less tiles. If I go to my author one, which is primarily used for users, then I can interact with those tiles. But what we're talking about here is once I've been provided the tiles, what can I do with them? So the use case behind this is kind of like a desktop, and I like to move my icons around on my desktop. So these tiles are very similar to the Windows tiles you see in the Start window, where you can right-click them and move them. So in here, I can right-click a tile, and you'll notice this tile, the Explorer, this is an essential tile. Even though there's a button over on the right-hand side, they've got this tile to where I can change the size of it. I can move it around. As you can see, it's highlighted right now versus the other tiles, but I can't get rid of it. So I can left-click, hold the mouse down, and then move this tile around if I wanted to rearrange it. So this is something I could do. It works fairly well. And then if I wanted to, I could left click in the blue area over here and then release the change. And that will only update for me. So my tile collection has now changed. I can right click and I can drag that into a new group altogether. So you can see it's got this orange banner. It's saying, hey, I'm going to create an entirely new tile group for you, and then put you in a very default location, so wherever you had drug it. I can grab some other tiles and put them in there as well. So once I get them in there, if I can drop it on the right spot, then it will fall in. So it is in here, it's just way down at the bottom down here. So depending on what you want to do, you can rearrange these. If I wanted to, I could click this little button in the corner as well. Now this is just a click, don't drag it. If I left click it, it'll make it bigger. If I left click it again, it'll make it wider. So there's 3 different sizes, and those are the 3. Sometimes your administrators will restrict a certain size from the tile, so if you only get 2 of the sizes or 1 of the sizes, don't be alarmed. But there is a button missing from this Explorer, and if I right click on this Reports tile over here, you'll see it. So this is called the Remove a Tile button, I guess. If you hover over it, it'll be like unpin. Now, in the backbones, what this is doing is it's just it's hiding it. It's not showing it to you. It's not going to get rid of the tile from your build, but for you, it'll be gone. So your administrators have the ability to protect against this unpin, because if I right-clicked Explorer and unpinned it, or I right-clicked Reports and unpinned it, there really isn't a way to get that back for me. So if I unpin this, it's gone. And as a user, I could try and go to Reports. So Reports is one of these buttons over here. But there won't be a way to come in and actually pin this Reports page back to the tiles. I could come through all of these and there just won't be a way to do it. Now, I could create a tile by going to my Explorer, selecting an object like my home, and saying ... manage, and then do pin to home. So if I do that, Then I can create a tile, but I have to be able to find an object to pin it. You can see my tile is now here. So if I get rid of this pin, I could go search for it and get it again. But because that reports tile is a page and more of an administrative type tile that's provided to me and it's not something I can look up, now I have to hit up my administrators to ask them for the tile back. So most of your administrators will lock down these tiles. You will be able to move and rearrange them. But another key component to this is typically the tiles' colors will indicate their use. This is, for instance, a tile that I would use primarily in the system. So any of these blue, darker blue tiles are essential functions of the system, changes, subscriptions, workflow designer, that I would use as kind of a heavier user. The ones that are brown are giving me links to sets of data. The lighter brown is save searches, and then the lighter blue is usually auto creating something. So it'll take you all the way through and have you fill out the attributes, and you can click create. Now that is a general rule. It's not a definite rule. So definitely learn from your provided documentation or processes at your company. If you have any questions, definitely ask your admins. So we've talked about resizing the tile. We've arranged the tiles in different groups. We've talked about pinning an object and then unpinning the object and how some tiles we can't get back. And that provides you basically all there is with the tiles on the user end of the system. However, I like to add one additional little note. We had a pinned object in here that we were working with. And if I come in, we'll see if I can find a piece of information that I had open earlier, this grinding assembly. If I open this assembly up inside of the system, basically I'm just looking for a revision, which is the object that contains all the details about the part or assembly. I'm looking for that revision so that I can pin it because it has a preview on it and some attachments of CAD data and visualization data. So in here, if I go into the primary toolbar, come down and say manage, pin to home, because this has geometry and some types of data associated to it, notice the tile actually picks up on that and displays the physical look or the preview of that part or assembly. So depending on the type of tile that you have a different look is kind of where we're going for that. And if we're pinning our own objects, it could inherit and overlay its own look for the tile.